Hey, Karen, with us this morning we have Karen Lee from Alliance Tax Resolution Service in Illinois, if I'm not mistaken.
No, actually, Wisconsin.
Oh, I'm sorry, Wisconsin. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
And Karen, you've been an Insider Circle member, I believe, since the beginning, since
Mhm.
July when we launched. And I wanted you to give the folks a little bit of background about yourself. I know that you basically handle all of the operations and marketing for your CPA husband, Arthur. So
Yeah,
give us a
that's
little
correct.
background on yourself.
Okay. Well, on myself, I would say, Michael, I'm a retired banker. I spent a lot of years managing bank operations for a bank here in Wisconsin called the M&I Bank. Actually, now we would know it as BMO Harris. I also spent a number of years working for JP Morgan Chase Bank in Texas. In fact, there I managed the largest operation in Central Texas. So I've seen and have analyzed any number of personal, individual, and small business returns. I shouldn't say returns, but financial statements over the years. So
Good.
that's
So
my
you're both familiar with operations and also people that get into financial difficulty. You've probably seen all of that.
get financial difficulties, absolutely. And being able to analyze those statements helps tremendously on the tax resolution side.
Got it. And Karen, your practice primarily before July was tax preparation and accounting, correct?
Actually, we did focus exclusively on tax resolution
Okay. Okay.
with emphasis at tax time on tax prep. But we've always had the four core products: tax resolution, income tax preparation, tax planning, and audit representation.
Great. Okay. And what was your marketing like? What kind of marketing efforts did you do before you met me?
Okay, I wouldn't say what marketing, but we actually did. It was more like, well, we need more business. What can we do? And we go out and figure out something, or one of 50 people would have called us to identify their marketing program, and maybe we'd buy, maybe not. I mean, it was pretty helter skelter.
Great. Okay. Okay. And what have you learned and implemented since July? Give us a little background on what you've implemented and what's going on.
Yeah, just so much, so much. We read the book cover to cover. It was awesome. Immediately, we put down a budget so we'd know just what we could reasonably invest in marketing because we see that that is number one. We right away used the module one for the referral program, the referral system. We just pretty much copied all the letters and began sending them to area businesses. So the CPAs, bookkeepers, accountants, attorneys, and real estate professionals in our area. And we did find an area outside of the market as well that we wanted to target. We also used the information we saw in Module 1 because it had all those great ads. So rather than reinventing the wheel and spending any time trying to make something up that was clever, we used the ad. It's been very effective. We put that in community papers, so a little less on the expense side for us to have them published, but the marketing, the coverage was great, and we continue to use those today.
Great. Well, and one of the big reasons why you're experiencing success is you actually are implementing the strategies that are in the book. And I think that's the big difference between successful people and people that aren't that successful is you have to implement, you have to take action.
You
Uh,
really do.
so talk to us about the results in terms of how many leads you've gotten, how many appointments set, and how many of those turned into clients during the last 2 months, 2.5 months or so.
Okay. Well, I may have mentioned on one of the most recent calls, which I love, by the way, the call-ins, the one-on-one, all
Right.
the topics have been great. And again, there's always some takeaway that we can immediately implement that's made a difference. But just to the question, I would say the volume. We put out about 8,000 pieces, 3,000 per month since we began. And that has resulted in about 87, or roughly 10, I'm sorry, roughly 1% response. And then from that, we've gotten 55 appointments. And
Wow.
they're all qualified. We did a great job, again, using the scripts that are in the